Quarterfinals here in Milan, and what a day it was.
Yep.
Have you recovered yet?
No.
All right, perfect.
Let's get this
Me
over with.
either. 3 of the 4 games going past regulation into overtime. We'll start with the game that didn't go to overtime. A little easier on the old ticker, and it's Slovakia. 6-2 win over Germany. If we've learned anything about the Slovakian team, yes, Juraj Slafkovský, he is the superstar on that squad, but they are much deeper than just him.
Yeah, Dalibor Dvorsky having a breakout tournament, and this ragtag bunch of Slovakians are pulling on our heartstrings. They're probably the least amount of NHL players on roster, and they're just playing as a team. And when you have that belief like they do, I mean, it could take you to some amazing places.
Finland, Switzerland, Swiss in control for much of this game. 6 minutes to go. They're up 2-0. If we've learned anything about the Finns, never count them out on the international stage.
Suomi, they do not give up. They do not surrender. I mean, listen, getting down 2 to Switzerland with Leonardo Giannoni, I mean, you'd think it'd be very tough late in a game to come back, but they found a way. Miro Heiskanen find that equalizer, and then Arturi Lehkonen, like he's done in Montreal and Colorado, that guy is just a game breaker.
Czechia, Canada, nuts atmosphere inside Santa Julia, something we haven't quite seen. We've seen some really good games in the fan bases, nothing quite like the one we saw today. The highs, the lows. This was an emotional roller coaster in the end. Mitch Marner getting it done for Canada.
Czechia gave Canada all they could handle, really did, and Mitch Marner has to come up clutch. He did it at 4 Nations. He does it again. They lose Sidney Crosby, so a little bit of center depth. Nick Suzuki steps up in that role with a clutch tying goal, but that Czechia team, man, they played their hearts out. That was the toughest test for Canada, but they move on, and we'll see with Macklin Celebrini and Connor McDavid. I still think they are and have the deepest forward group in this tournament.
And if anybody still has questions about Jordan Bennington for Canada on the biggest stage,
throw him out.
yeah, you should.
Throw him out.
You should at this point.
Yeah.
USA, Sweden, another great game, goes past regulation, a goaltending matchup to say the least. Neither team really wanted to give an inch in the end. Quinn Hughes, my goodness, the razzle, the dazzle, he gets it done.
He's steak and sizzle, my friend. He's steak. He's the X factor for this team, dubbed by the players. But what a performance goaltending-wise by Connor Hellebuck and Jacob Markstrom. I mean, they kept both these teams in it all game long. And it's nice to see USA have a more defensive-minded game. They've been very offensive-minded all tournament long, and they found and showed that they can be adaptable in all situations. So a very, very good, deep team in USA moving on.
All right, we will look ahead to the semifinals. 2 games coming up on Friday. USA, Slovakia, how do those 2 teams stack up?
I feel like after this win, big emotional win for USA, Quinn Hughes is just peaking right now in this tournament. And I just think it's going to be very tough for Slovakia to hang with this roster of the USA.
Canada, Finland, no easy task. The Finns, like we said earlier, they are never an easy out.
Yeah, well, you're missing Barkov for Finland, and now you're missing Crosby for Canada, so it's going to be evenly matched. I think it's going to come down to Binnington versus UC Saros, and we'll see what can happen. But, I mean, this Canadian team with Macklin Celebrini and Connor McDavid, they are electric.
You know what time it is?
What time?
It's Del Giorno time. The
Ooh.
Prima Stella Del Giorno.
Ooh.
Although today, like we said, 3 of the 4 games going to overtime, so we're going to do the 3 of them. How about the Terza Stella Del Giorno for your
Ooh.
3rd star of the day?
Hold my coat. Or my beer.
I'm not going to hold your coat.
Prima.
No.
What is
Terza.
it? Terza. We got our
3rd star of the day.
3rd star. Terza.
Your
Salome.
Seconda
Seconda.
Stella Del Giorno.
Seconda. We got Canada. We got Mitch Marner. Mitchell Marner.
And your Prima Stella Del Giorno is...
The X Factor, Quinn Hughes. And also, Team USA finally exercising the demons and beating that Swedish roster. Not since 1960, my friend.
Seamless undressing by you. Well
Thank
done.
you. Wow. I practice at home.
We're going to end it there before anything else happens. Semifinals coming up on Friday.